Hi, my name is Lauren Simonis, and I'm here with Yoga Spirit Circle in the beautiful La Vinyuela, Spain. And we're going to be doing a short Vinyasa flow today for headstands. Happy to have you here. Can't wait to get started. We're going to start our class today seated with our legs crossed and our hands on our knees. Take your time getting settled. And as you do, you might find a little sway back and forth. Just helping your body getting situated. Helping to bring a sense of calm. And as you do settle in, you can close your eyes, bringing your hands to your knees. Turning your attention to your breath. I'll read a small poem today from David White. He wrote, "Enough. These few words are enough. If not these words, this breath. If not this breath, this sitting here. This opening to the life we have refused again and again. Until now. Until now." We can take 3 more deep breaths here. And then you can gently open your eyes, maybe keeping them soft at first. And on an inhale, we'll reach both arms up, bringing the hands together above our head, interlacing our fingers and pressing the hands up towards the ceiling, looking up between the hands. And then on your next exhale, we can round forward, rounding the spine, pushing the hands away. Taking a few small breaths here. And then we'll give a small twist from side to side. Using an exhale to come to the side, inhale, moving forward. Stretching through every part of your back. Beautiful. On our next inhale, we can come back up, reaching the arms up, and we'll release our arms back behind us, finding a 90-degree angle. And as we press the elbows back, we're going to pull the lower ribs in, keeping the belly strong, not puffing the chest forward. So keeping that in tight, pulling the elbows back, pulling the shoulder blades as close together as possible, and then we can start to pulse our arms. You should start to feel a little bit of tension here, feeling those muscles working. We'll keep going for another 3, 2, and 1. On our next inhale, we'll reach up and over to one side, turning to look up to the ceiling, keeping the throat open so you can breathe. And then on a next inhale, coming up, reaching over to the other side. Beautiful. One more breath in and out. And on an inhale, we can come up. We'll roll our shoulders up and back now, making really big, slow circles. We want to feel the muscles pulling the shoulders first forward, moving them up close to the ears and then all the way around, down and back. Beautiful. Let's switch and go the other direction now. Two more circles. Great. We can relax the arms now, bringing the knees together. We're going to make our way back into Navasana, our boat pose. So take your time to get settled. We'll bring our hands behind our knees, and from here, roll the shoulders back, keeping the spine as long as possible before we shift our weight back, lifting the legs up. And we have a few options in boat pose here. We can stay here, or we can extend the arms forward, extend the legs straight, or also reach the arms up overhead. I'm going to reach my arms out here in front today. That's just how my body's feeling. So we're going to hold here for 3 more breaths. And then on your next exhale, we can cross our ankles and we'll slowly roll forward, coming into our first downward facing dog. Now, as you get settled, bending one knee, then the other, taking a few deep breaths here. Maybe even dropping the hips from side to side. Maybe pressing the chest a little closer to the ground. And then eventually we can slowly start to step our feet up towards the top of the mat. Taking your time to move slowly. And then once you arrive, relaxing, grabbing opposite elbows, hanging nice and heavy. Imagine any tension from the day just dripping down off your back, rolling down your shoulders, dripping off your elbows as it flows away. Beautiful. We can release our arms now, and on an inhale, we'll slowly roll up. And as you come up, we can roll our shoulders back a few times, nice and big. Releasing and getting ready, because we'll start with some sun salutations now. So placing your feet underneath your hips. When you're ready, on an inhale, we'll reach both arms up. On an exhale, folding forward. On an inhale, lengthening the spine, pulling the shoulder blades back as well. On an exhale, hands to the mat. We can step, walk, or jump our feet behind us and lower down. On an inhale, lifting the shoulders into cobra. Exhale, lower, rolling the toes underneath and pressing all the way back to downward facing dog. We'll take a few breaths here. Feel free to exhale nice and strong. And then on your next exhale, we'll step, walk, or jump the feet up between the hands. On an inhale, again, lengthening the spine, pulling the shoulder blades together. Exhale, fold. On an inhale, reaching the arms all the way up. Beautiful. We'll move to our part B now. So on an inhale, we'll sit back, chair pose. On an exhale, folding forward. On an inhale, lengthening the spine. And then this time on an exhale, we're only going to step the right leg back behind us. Keep some strength in the back heel as we lift up, finding crescent lunge. We can sink just a little bit lower here. And then on our next exhale, we'll open into warrior two. On an inhale, reaching back, peaceful warrior. On an exhale, we'll come forward, devotional warrior, hands coming behind the back. Keeping the spine long. And then on your next exhale, we'll drop the hands to the center of the mat, finding wide-legged forward fold. Few exhales here, relaxing into the stretch. And let's walk our way slowly back to the front of the mat. One hand on either side of our foot. We'll lift this leg and then as slowly as possible, step that foot back behind you. And when you're ready, on an exhale, lower. Inhale, lifting the chest. Exhale, coming down again, rolling the toes underneath and pressing back to downward facing dog. We'll take a deep breath here. Next inhale, lifting the right leg up, and we'll step the right leg forward between our hands, finding strength in the back foot, and then on an inhale, reaching the arms up. Exhale, opening into warrior two. Inhale, reaching back, peaceful warrior. On an exhale, coming forward, devotional warrior. Beautiful. On your next exhale, stepping the foot in as we come to our wide-legged forward fold. From here, we'll bring our hands underneath us now, and I'll show this from the side so you get a little better of an angle. Hands flat to the mat. We're going to lift up onto our toes, leaning our weight into our hands. And our goal here is to press the shoulders up towards the ears and also to find some strength in our belly. So leaning forward, strength in the belly, pressing the fingertips strong into the ground as well. Let's do one more. Beautiful. We'll relax back into our wide-legged forward fold. And then from here, we'll walk our way back to the front of our mat. One hand on either side of our foot, and as slowly as possible, step that leg back behind. When you're ready, on an exhale, lower. Inhale, coming up. And exhale, pressing back. We'll take a few deep breaths here again. And then on your next exhale, we're going to step, walk, or jump feet just behind the hands, and we can settle in here. And I'll show you where we're going next. So we're going to step our way into headstand. We want enough room on the mat in front of us to bring our head down. It's going to feel a little bit awkward at first. Don't be afraid to look a little bit awkward. We'll bring the top of the head to the ground. And our hands are going to come behind us. Now, it's really important that we can see our fingertips. If you can't see your fingertips, you won't have enough balance. So bring the hands with the elbows to a 90-degree angle, wrists underneath the elbows. From here, all we're going to do is let our knees rest on the backs of our arms. Once we're here, maybe we can press the fingertips into the ground, lifting one foot, maybe the other. And if all you do today is hang out here, this is perfect. This is already gaining a lot of strength and gaining a lot of confidence to be on your head, which is scary and disorienting. If you are ready to take it to the next level, try lifting the feet. Lift one very slowly, then the second. And if you're feeling really wild and adventurous today, we can lift the hips up either one leg at a time or both, and I'll show you both options. So one leg at a time, we'll detach. Lifting a leg up, then the other. Other option will be to come here and lift both hips, mobilizing the lower back to lift the hips up. Whichever option you choose, take a few breaths. Make sure you're breathing through the whole process. Take a few tries. Don't be afraid to fail. Falling is great. We learn a lot about our bodies as we fall through the motion. We find out where our limits are. Our body learns where to hold strength next time. Take a few tries, and when you're ready, we're going to come back to a Baddha Konasana, our bound angle pose. Bottoms of the feet together in front. And as we get settled, we'll just give a gentle rock back and forth. Finding a fuller range of flexibility through our hips as we slowly start to lean forward. Still keeping that rocking motion. And then eventually we can settle in as low as you'd like to go, thinking always extending the spine, extending the lower back, lifting the tailbone behind you so the hips come with us as we fold forward. We'll take one more breath in. And then on an inhale, we can slowly come up. We'll bring our knees together and make our way onto our back for a shavasana. We'll do a few stretches first. So we're going to start with our right knee pulled in, extending the left leg out, pulling that knee either into the chest or we can pull it a little to the side. Try feeling into both stretches, seeing which one your body is really asking for today. My leg wants to sit off to the side. We'll take one more breath in. And then we can take that knee and we're going to bring it across our body, extending this arm to the side. Taking the time to adjust the shoulders, lifting the lower ones so we both can touch the ground a little more equally. Allowing your exhales to carry your leg a little further to the ground. And then on your next exhale, we can come back up. And we'll gently switch our legs, bringing the other one in, extending out. Hugging first into the chest, then maybe to the side. Two more breaths. And then on your next exhale, we'll bring that leg across the body, extending the opposite arm, shifting the shoulders so both can touch the ground equally. Two more breaths. And then on an exhale, bringing the leg back up. We can gently step both legs out to the ground for a full shavasana. If for any reason you're having any tension in your lower back, you are also welcome to bring the feet up to the sides of the mat. Let the knees fall together. Arms can open wide to the side. We can roll the shoulders back and under. And allow your body to relax into the floor. Imagining each exhale takes you a little bit deeper